pemu abo Fast TV eso semno edoso dem semfo asone so enenwume wetibi ense Honorable Sam George de sem abetudwa efa nano de uye fa LGBTQ+ ho amo passe ya Speaker of Parliament ese onji entumuno sa na mashebejani ad ojina ye ewo Ablekuma West de sem abetu monten so wo kase enchekra no wode eya aban ebekwa kojina emrada kemu enam se won ebubu ne japade bi atu egu won sen fufuro mu nso no medemo ebekọ onimonyamfo omo amohwe odum jadwumekuo no so ewo doma ahinkuro na nsem a omo kanyina ene se fide won edidi dwuma wonom ne nyina emba adwuma se ne sefata be ya aban emeye bibi emfa ho emfa momo eni nsem binom ejadi apomuden ene enigide mu nse ne nanwumre obete ewokasi LGBTQ+ nsema nefiti afe 2021 edeba ebesi afe 2025 mudi na chese noa ana omochi na boso ewo omanmu mashebedefie na enanu fie de twemu ana ebeto emonti se mashebedafo ne tenase no omaje atuma anyemra na omaje atumu no ensakrae kakra abemu a no soso ba bonten koye nsem bebre enam so ema mashebedwamu chiamehene esemra no woso mutimi eto mobo ase ehwehwe mu yi ansa na omampanyi edenesa ahyase enam so ema mashebedwani edema omanfa won ewo ningo prampram onimonyamfo Sam George abekasa afa ho a wochese asema speaker backben ekan ye ne de omo enji ntume sanse mashebedwafio no meyemra na omode eye adwuma ewo hono.
The Speaker has made an appeal. I've read the standing order since I saw the appeal. There's nothing in our standing orders for a rescission. When Parliament passes a bill, Parliament is functus officio. I think that the only role that Parliament has today is to transmit the bill to the President. When it goes to the President has indicated that he will want to have scrutiny of the bill. The Constitution spells out the steps the President can take to scrutinize the bill. He has a number of days after it's been transmitted to him to report back to the House and say, I have no objection. I'm signing it. I'm assenting to it. If he has an issue, he can write back to us and say, I have an issue with this provision, that provision. Parliament should reconsider it with his recommendations. He can't just give issues. He must make recommendations through his Attorney General. Or he can refer it to the Council of State for advice and notify Parliament that I've sent it to the Council of State. There's a number of days for all of this. I think the longest is the Council of State one, which takes 30 days for them to come back to him. If he has an objection, he has 14 days to indicate so. If he has no objection, 7 days to indicate so. I think that that's where we are. Parliament should transmit the bill, warts and all, irrespective of whatever drama may have conspired. Parliament has done its job, because the act of a rescission of a passage of a bill is alien to our standing orders. Everything that we do in this House, Parliament is a house of rules. If it was, respectfully to Mr. Speaker, it's not a house of appeals, it's a house of rules. And so if there's no rule in the rule book that gives us room to do what he wants to do, I'm saying that there's still a room in there. The presidency can come back to us and say, Parliament, reconsider 1, 2, 3, and we'll have that debate on the floor and then send it back. And the Constitution
allows for emotions to call for rescission of a decision of the House.
No, not after a bill has been passed.
Passage of the bill is a decision of the House.
No, but once the bill, if you read the rules of the House, after third reading, Parliament becomes functus officio. Parliament has no role.
asɔre yi ankofo bi akodwiri egu a ɔbɔkɔ edu ɛde ne nsa ɛtenten nkofo baako mienu bi ɛso a sia ne nsɛm a wɔka nyina ɛne sɛ saa nkofo yi omudi ɛpie mu nyina wɔde wɔn ɛbɛkɔ akɔgyina mmara no ano
me see that because I'm going permits. And I'm say permits. I'm not here. If you were here now, be any permits. Apart from me, I'm more documents. All land if you are not, there be any documents. Two, according to Minister Asamino, almost they don't have any plan, any drawing for here. Into me costing you meduma. Into Sebeka permits asema you to affect all the buildings in this Ebenezer here. Obi any permits. Which hunting? My men can obey and why. And now your son to Obia friend to do the phone. And I did different number communicate with a guy around with MC somewhere the omuye no muye. Into why already say on me battery into miso me the cocots. The MC no MP no. I was a threat to them. I'm a businessman, I starting business out 1995. Into any and started say me bomb bra. But maybe contest election I can first no sadi bi no. Now me in politics running over and pram. Into that was 2022 no. Let me imagine say me contest wa Big West. If you bring me contest election wa Big West a ye call promise ni wi no. Me won tell me that. Me boy MP no win ni seat ni wi. Omo ye MC into me campaign manager person the late honorable ni upon Sandodu. Ono e na oye se contest for MC position no. Okwa en wanya. Into wanya na George Alote bakpo onya e no. Ana mo send message ba group chat bi so say now
Dada na wona yusu no eseye ememre bi atwam won ACCA na so besi ne aban ehye boss of the foforo beba no still na won sa entumi enkaye enam so ema Doma Central Municipal Fire Commander eye Madam Eunice Adjoa Sewa na ye DOP3 nensem no enye
nya akose ejebi ato e wo chema su enti quickly ye rush say ye kokona yakwa akoboa akontini fire no ye du kwan so kakra kamera du tanker say barrier na e wo hono na car start say e twitwini enti mo di kan frɛ ka say car no ntimi mpuli yet me pushi o mo so mo nya kakra na nka mo fa enuru ho na ntimi kontini ejana e babaka ye behwe adekora ama ntimi mpuli afedi akakra ma ya du barrier na tenda ni gina ya ankobio enti e frɛ mechanic say omra emehwe problem a ewo ma yen we to buy na ehu say oil ne diesel na ewo ayinu ni nyina akogu one place enti na ma as a pump ne ho ba bia pai na asone akọ join oil na akọ join diesel enti na ma car no problem a aba enti na ese me free sunwan emo amane enti me free sunwan problem ewo m ne high pressure pump na as a fault aba ho na bearings ne so bi na problem aba ho eguso na mechanics kasa enyo mo ma ya nya ne enti yese timi e replace bearings na mbetima ya kakra de ababisi fire station ho na afi ya ye beye yenya ko a yemhihie because timamofo no free say ye fire service as ejabi an accident BCS or mo na beboaye but enu time omo mfre ye no na ye so akade a ye de beko no na eni ho a ye ntumi enko enti sometimes say na ye yemhihie ejani si a ye ko ye enko because o kwa timamuni no no de ono amfa ho ne de ye say eja ato na wo ba bedum no enti na ye na de abufu aba na ma start na omo pelte guys ne we stones nti tena na de no kure ni so ya na adwendwen no wo suru yi pa ewi se tena na nse ye kra na ye kwa ye tibi but ase abeye occupational hazard ya used to those smoking nti no abere nyina no kakra ye nso ye betimi no we emu education team no abam emu safety team no abam abere nyina no mokọ abonten ekọ educate amanfo kwa mo so mo be stay out of fire because ye dwuma na nyese jana ba no kwa na ye du na emu nso obeye a obetete ama
development of social welfare omo omai konkonga na mho ade futuo abeto emonten so omo tu ya wofo efo se ne wo ba edu mfihye ni bi wono ma wontumi ente abofra na no ana omo hye awofo se awofo empe kwan bia so se so mo ma no omo duru fiti 18 19 wono mo ko betumi atenetene omo se de be ya dache omo so betumi anyini abeye opanyimpa na sansem we ni pa wode tuja officer the social welfare Mrs. Pearl Akpenelumo ne sema wode tuja no enye
suban bi mu ehye omunsem titiru edruboni no na ye maya no teenage pregnancy ya doso mesre sa awofo bia se de medical kai no awofo wo responsibility se oye den oye nti menya hwe han emma wo ba etitew asana awofo wo na ese se wo titi akola enya akola no na ese se o kire o se this is how you should parent me akola betumi aka kire ma me de ade we de minye wanye ni se de ende minye mesremu enti awo nyame ankasa ne nyansam no anka time na oma Mary fro no se obetumi ama Mary se wonko akohwe so but wo share that side Joseph ebo ni tiko se hey brantie men kotinda kona koka no ho enti a oba ni bema mo na mo de akola ye den eba wiase mo de ni ba kim eyammienu asede enye omame nkwa asede etoda na bema no na o ma ja nkola no abo ma no so se se ade ema ne de ani nkola no se se o ma ye rivals nti o ka wana kola no be captain but se bema ewo fie ho no mu a akola ne ya ade no ka se o papa ba mebo na amane a in a way a straight akola no in a way no edi fie bi eyeden edi tuni mu but moment a waja enkola hwe no edi ama nipa ba ko symptom ebebam nti mesre awofo nyina se ya sedie na esese ye zeti wo ye nkola no so no ye make sure so omunye awofo bia nkoda na ne ba eyeden anyinam wo krom ha mesre se nkola no omuntu omufo se de be ya sa chinini na sifo no esube den ebete eya ejanu mu bo akohuma seriously non maintenance no eya abruso ejanu mu no omunhwe omuma awufo no omu ya tunkola no ajeje mu neglect ni ya dos o sori anopa se wuma ye den edidi nti
akwanhia asi ewo eye bibia ni anua so bekwai ayewo atoye mantemu nam so ma abranti a woka akwanhia no ho a wo twi pragia enti akwanhia na si ewo pragia ene ka ye friend se Kia Reno entem nam so amate se Kia no etimi ayam abranti ya wanka aje ya yetebri no na je abranti no atete pasa a waye nyamedia na sei ana wona na watwa hyiemu a wode wani enwu se ni akwanhia no ekoso no entremu a won edeston fast news no ebi enie
anwure ana yenya ntie se pragane Reno Kia nba ko aklashi nti na wo se okada fo no mo frefre ho ti mo frefre no e bebedu connect up wo se be kwa connect up na no prese ye mo kan enu anes na ye ba ye no omo edi kan ebeto so no omo so omo kire ni se na Kia Reno no edi ni akire mu osanko kwan ana ba ko fi example ba be kwai na emse babia na pragane nam no na potholes bi wo enti omo so obo amna nim ti eto no ana ma ono kopim Reno no side ti o pem ne side no na o se na Reno no so twin pragane driver no free pragane mo a the man timi twin free mo se na o de ne na ba ko apia bontin eno nti na man timi free pragane mo a o twin for mo be se some meters bi nti na man e ba nti e ba ndi mo keka efa hu eno
nti no oba bedu ye no na body no na wawu ana
ye ba ye ne de police for na betimi confirm say body na but na ni ehu ni say the only thing they can hold here ye ntimi confirm until say police for no e betimi confirm say body no say wa enya media and say bibisa but metimi aka say body ne dia say the sia ne dia won't me man komu bi
nti abrantie na woka pragia moto ibi ni ehu se woda ho a ka etimi abono amasebi one nam atete awodi egumasia no waye nyamede ya tabire mu no de akopie mu woye mochra ye hwe se na busuafo betimi aka bibi de afa ho na fe ye de efunu no ahye won ensa ye fin se we nso ne enko edwade mu ensemu dia na nano Pan African meeting na so ma shebe de fie nam so ma Africa nkunkwa hodo bebre na bepie mu o man Ghana no nam so ma osoafo a wo hwekuayo so man konkonga na mu nyamfo Eric Opoku eden semeto mountain so wo ka se Ghana hanum say kamia koye say drew see be ready budget wo ma hye be fie mu ade ba ko a eya omomfo omani enhwe eyekuayo esan say eya omodin eya omoyas omodi sika ebe wura kuayum se de be ya oman mu ye benya adwuma aye na fe so enkamia koye say abini abibia no wo say e kra nuane efi oman hodo so asana Ghana yetumi edidi.
The Maputo Declaration of 2003 and reaffirmed them under the Kampala Declaration. Under these frameworks, our government pledged to allocate at least 10% of their national budgets to agriculture and rural development as a means of unlocking the continent's vast agricultural potential and accelerating economic transformation. However, the reality on the ground tells a different story. Evidence across the continent suggests that many countries are yet to fulfill this commitment. In some countries, agriculture receives less than 1% of the national budget. Others allocate only 2 or 3%, while some provide as little as 0.6%. Such levels of investment are grossly inadequate for a sector that employs the majority of Africa's workforce, feeds our population, and holds the key to industrialization, poverty reduction, and economic growth. This is where African parliaments must rise to the occasion. Parliaments have a constitutional responsibility to exercise oversight over public expenditure and government policy implementation. They must hold the executive accountable and ensure that the promises made to African citizens are translated into concrete budgetary commitments and measurable outcomes. Parliamentarians must demand answers when agricultural allocations fall below agreed continental targets. They must scrutinize budgets, monitor implementation, and insist that agriculture receives the attention and resources necessary to drive national development.
So ewo mai konkonga ne mu anisema ode etuja ewo mahyebeje fi eno no CMPP sika se de be ya ekuayo no etumi ebro so a mabunu betime nya adwuma aye wo mu sanso ananuane bebuso ewo manga ne mama mabunu ene won na wo ba oman mu behwe oman mu susu enya bi ede akwakoton enya sika ebuso enyina we su ne nkoji eni ewo ne gide mu nsemu. So busua eto kasafidie no eso na haye fast yenyume no numpe mu kase na obusua wo hwe no de adu so ni gidie mu ensemu na wani gidie mu ensemu gospel musician a wagidin ye pa Nobu Nketia na Nobu ekoye interview ewo Peace FM na yebisa Nobu se Nobu na nsemu na se ye nte wonka ase we tiasi wo bi wo ma na be flash ba kubi na Nobu ebie ensemu ani a kire se na obi a person fano ewura occultism na nipa no wampene ama nipa no na ma enema eye basa ede emma no yentie ono akase na nu sema ode tuja
me take over to do things anche na me share me ko me ense ku me ense bi na omo se ompese omo me na me ngo manim mukakanzem akasile bi mudembe ko ha on we see may huge may big the talent e kura me no so na enye ha na wosem bo kura me kura de gift na me wonu de international level na wose ko ni ade na mo se mepo a chi se me be join omuku no mo wono na me necessity an altar say me be joining an altar bia omo confirm me say ya omo ni bidin ko mo so mo pese mo mboa me na omo kan sama kasi omo be boa me mo promote bia ko ha me di me mre de me pe bia menya ne ade ba tise me joining omo altar ne ade me bi say am say altar ben ho asam no mo kin ekoko ya na ko say omo a code group na omo ka ja no ka chen say there bi sa nyame na menim na opeja me fi bebi a me wa na ni da so bi ani so na odem bedu be so me di omo hu mi a omo ba ni beji san komo yi ono na menim no enim o ta bia ka ho bio say omo ni nyame fofo bia ka omo no ke ka ya na kodu professor me si there bi nti no omo ja chiri enum nyama sate say eye basawo me like me life movie my fan is serious and now almost after I think about 6 months a chin almost after be something no me akwase me say who say bibi anko ye o me bra bomu ne say and I'm so any dey nipa bia dey sometimes you are down sometimes you are up nya bere nyina na obe wo top enti no say dey tie bia no I'm content with whatever is happening almost adin sanko mo isa baby o say maso yedin na the omo pene me kan ya mo de nyina no me fa ma adwene ma na me be ha me ni ade na so wa nya hwe de be nyina menia eno achi nyama be ye basa e ma no de me di me se
na ji say information day ankasa nobo inketia ne semu a otibi no e na etwego busi ha no ye de kasebo no ebesi na sana mekono ye hwe de di mu akotini bidia na Honorable Sam George the same abamonti so ne central for edin komo na ne komodi mu ne sema wokan na ene se si ano LGBTQ+ emra ya ye pese nyampanyin fa ne nsa ensha sie ya ma shobedo mu chiame ne ese o man kan ye no mugusuwa bobo hu twin esre ne abasa se de be ya de ade ne dan betimi de atowo won sem fufuro mu nso no kane a wojina ye se mashebedwani ewo manfo a won ewo Ablekman West about 20% so woden sema be tudwa wo che se na ne japade ewo honom enkofo bi obobo mu din ewo mu sankofo no da sori yo makodwini ne japade ni na egu a wode wo mu court a wode o masem no ko asimdi bia me yaka bi de ama no won sem fufuro mu so doma chemasu honom anodum jadwuma ku a won ewo honom na omo nsem omo kanyina ene se omo fire tenders a omo de eye adwuma no omo how pa tebeya aban entwenani emehwe wo mo se de beya se eja eto babia entempa na mbetimi akwakoso ano na obi aho entumi enka ewo mu we ne mu apomodin yedwade na fe ene gide hu nsem ene na enwume mejebra bekenkan de emma mo medamu nyina ase mo amojebre amohwe na sekese enko fama bubobi heba mechta malaria typhoid any loss of appetite edro tatahwe enua ene bubobi ene nwume me abekenkan kase bono de emma mo medi ameje so ane akusia techiwa production team no bia aye na afemu de medamu nyina mase wantene ka biem dia na makra mu nyina
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Wofa, na se ha oja odi adwuma sonko.
Uzo hu won.
Me hu pa.